Hi you guys, it's Miss B. I'm back with another video this week. It is Thursday, so it's the day. This week we are going to kind of continue the trend and talk about internet safety and having passwords and password protection and things like that. So let's jump right in. So I do want to kind of start off with internet safety. Um, you know, there's a lot of different apps we can go on, and there's Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and all these different social media platforms that we can access. But for the sake of this video today, since most of us use Facebook or are familiar with Facebook, I'm going to just kind of stick with that one. Many people do have Facebook. I do have some recommendations for you regarding the safety of your internet and everything that you have on Facebook. So the first thing that I would say is to make sure that you keep your profile private. So this means that only the people that you're friends with or who you are allowing to look at your videos or pictures or whatever you're talking about for that particular day, like the posts that you have, are able to view your information and your posts in your thread. If you have a public profile, that means that anybody is able to go onto your Facebook page, go through your pictures, go through everything you've ever posted, go through your friends list, and this can be kind of intrusive. So I would definitely recommend just having a Facebook page that's private. The next thing I can recommend would be if you get messages from people, and I know Facebook has like a messenger section, if it's someone that you don't know, definitely don't open the message. And if you do, don't respond to people that you don't know. It could be something that's inappropriate. It could be something that has a virus, so you could infect your iPad or your PC or your laptop or your phone. Or it could just be someone trying to sell you something and it's not even worth your time anyway, let's face it. So I would just kind of stay away from messages from people who you don't know. Also, going along kind of with that, I would say be careful who you trust online. There are some really crazy people out there. Not me, obviously, but many other crazies out there, and you just kind of can't weed through them, especially if they're online. It's fun to meet new people. It's fun to have new friends. It's fun to go on Xbox or PS4 and play online and meet new people and chat with them. However, not everybody always is who they say they are. And so sometimes that can be really hard for us to, figure out, especially online when you can't see someone or they're showing you a picture, but is that picture really them? We don't know. So sometimes people can try to get your personal information. This could be your address, your phone number, your birthday, social security number. I mean, this could be anything. So, just the general rule, be careful who you trust online. And so, in keeping with that theme, I would say don't ever meet someone online. So, like, let's say you're talking with someone, whether it's like you're typing or you're talking or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, hey, let's meet up." I don't recommend that at all. I just think it's a bad idea. Like I said, we sometimes don't realize who we're talking to. There can be some crazy predators out there that we just don't know. So I would not recommend meeting anyone online that you've either talked to or, messaged or whatever. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. If you see something online that makes you upset, I would definitely tell a trusted adult. So this could, be your parents or siblings or an aunt and uncle or cousin or whoever you trust, a neighbor. Tell somebody if you see something that you just, that really bothers you. It could be anything from the language that someone is using online, pictures that they post, inappropriate conversations that they might be having with you or someone you know or someone else, or even like cyberbullying. I mean, this is, just a terrible thing. Like, we don't want to be mean to people anyway, anyhow, at any time, but especially online. It's just not a good thing to do. Um, if you're going to be posting things online, make sure that you post only appropriate things, because a lot of times if you put a picture or you say something in a post and then it's out there for everybody to see, it can be really hard to take it down or remove it, especially if it's something that you regret posting. So, think before you put anything online. Think about, is it hurtful to someone else? Is it making me look like I'm a bad person? Just post things that make you look positive or are positive for other people to view, because we just kind of all want to spread the good vibes. So keep that in mind. Let's talk about passwords. Let's move on to passwords. I know we kind of discussed with Mrs. Peterson creating strong passwords. She had a good recommendation of using a pet name if you have a pet. If you don't have a pet, you can always use like a sibling's name, or, your mom and dad, or like a famous person, like your favorite artist, or maybe like a favorite song that you have. It could be a favorite author or a favorite book. So any of those would really work out well. And then pick a number that you'll remember, whether it's your address or like the last 4 digits of your phone number, or like maybe your grandma's address. Like, I have my grandparents' address for my 4 numbers, just because it makes me happy when I see it. So, that you could always do something like that. And then if you choose a symbol, try to kind of stick with the same symbol. So like, for instance, if you were to pick an exclamation point, and you have like a bunch of different passwords, just kind of try to stick with that same symbol so you're not like so confused. Like, well, did I use the asterisk, or did I use a colon or a question mark? It just kind of makes it easier for you. Also, make sure to always keep your password private. So if you're going to have a password or passwords, make sure these are things that you would only maybe share with your parents or someone that you trust, that isn't going to take your password and use everything you have and open up all your stuff. Any kind of family member, that would work. So what can happen if someone gets your password? So let's say that you have like a notebook, like you have this notebook, and you just leave it on your table at school, and your password is sitting right there. And so, like, let's say one of your, students, another student, or like, classmate or teacher, whoever walks past, and now they see in your notebook, there's your password, because it says password, and then it lists what it is. Now they can have access to open anything of yours anytime they want. They can change your profile picture. They can post things on your Facebook page. They can send emails to people, that you might not know. They can just do all kinds of damage. So just make sure you keep your passwords private, and, don't let anyone have access to them. So now let's talk about places that you can store your password. So safe places where no one can have access to them. So this would be something like a journal. If you have a journal, that would be a safe place that you could write your password in. A special place in your room. Maybe you can put your password on a piece of paper and tuck it in, a special drawer or a special place in your room where you'll always remember where it is. It can be something that you have on maybe your computer or your iPad that you use like a different name, like Mrs. Peterson's mom. This one always comes to mind. She had her passwords labeled under, something else like library books or something, and it was really her passwords, but no one would ever know because it said library book. So, you could use that as an option. That's a really good idea. Let's see. And then also there's websites that can hold your password. I know Miss Lindsay was talking about one today, where there's like these specific apps where if you have tons of passwords that you have to remember, you just put all your passwords in there, and then you say what your password is for, and it just kind of stores it for you. The only problem with that I could potentially see is let's say that you have that on your phone. If maybe you were to lose your phone, now you lose the app and now you've lost all your passwords. So just kind of keep that in mind. But that is a good idea if you have it like on another device, like let's say your iPad and your iPhone, and now you have it in both places. So in case you lose one, you'll always have a backup. Places that you should not store your passwords would be in your wallet, because if you lose your wallet, now all of your passwords are for everybody to find and they can hack into all your stuff. I would not put them in notes on your phone. That's probably not the best idea. Again, in case someone ever has access to your phone, they can open it up and then know all your passwords. Don't tell your friends your passwords. Don't tell your coworkers, other students, and don't leave them out in the open for everybody to see, on a notebook just sitting on your desk just like this. So, general rules for this video would be, number 1, make sure that you do not give out your personal information. Name, address, social security number, phone number, birthday, anything like that. Also, don't put pictures on public sites. So that way you're not putting your face out there with your name and people, just have less access to who you are. Watch what you post online. Make sure that it's appropriate and won't hurt someone or yourself. Don't talk to strangers. That's like the rule we've been knowing since we were like 2 years old. Don't open email from strangers because we don't want to get a virus and we don't know what it is. It could be inappropriate. And if there's bullying online and it's directed towards you, don't respond to it. Just kind of walk away from it and move on. Tell someone you trust about inappropriate messages or pictures that you happen to see online. That way maybe those can be removed, or at least, make someone aware of whoever's posting these that they're inappropriate. And finally, don't meet anyone that you've chatted with online, because you just never know what could happen. So that's it for this week, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I'm talking really fast. It was kind of, a lot of information to cover in a little bit of time. If you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love that I'm gaining subscribers every week. It's really exciting. And that's it. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. And I love how enthusiastic you are. Every week it just makes me feel so good to do them. And it just gives me the drive to keep going. So thank you guys. And I will see you soon. Bye.